Hey everybody, so here we are with Miss Laura Kloss Gunther. Wait a minute, but on Facebook it says Laura Georgette. What's up with that?
Right. Well, Georgette is my alter ego. My
Oh,
father's name was George, and my mom wanted to name me Georgette. He said no. So when he passed away, I kind of like adopted that name as my alter
oh, your alter ego. You got a lot of alter egos, Laura. I'm
ego.
sorry, you have. I can't write a children's book and say things like you got, right? You have many alter egos. So let me tell you a little bit about my girl Laura. And I say my girl because Laura's not just my friend, she's my girl. We go back. We started how did we meet Laura? We met what school did we meet at?
We met at Hunter.
Hunter Elementary. That's right. What were we like 20 something?
I was 20. It was my first like real job. And you're a little bit older than me, but like you had a lot of experience with teaching the kids.
Right.
And you don't know this, but I used to kind of stalk you
What?
because I was so nervous I was going to get fired. I didn't know what I was doing. I did performances with the kids. I was hired on like a let's see how it goes type of basis. And they
Uh-huh.
just come like floating in and floating out, and the kids all knew what they were doing, and you made it look so easy and you were so creative. So I used to like stalk you, like peek in the door when you were teaching class. And
That is hilarious. And through all those years, oh my God, we worked there for a long time together. And then
yes,
we
you
just became friends. You know what I think made us become friends? Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Do you remember that?
I don't think I was there for that.
Oh, you weren't there for Joseph? Are you
No.
sure? I remember being in the big room. Oh, okay. Well, then maybe okay. Because Joseph was like, we would all gather in the room. And that's when I started feeling really comfortable with everyone because we were just all like connected through music. But I remember I have a picture of us sitting outside with, who was it, Eugenia
Oh, that's the
and
best picture ever.
Essie. And I know you have to find that picture. Yeah, we were like so young. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so Laura and I go way back, and then from Hunter Elementary, we taught dance at Hunter Elementary and creative movement and all kinds of other crazy things. Anything we can do creative, we did with children. And then we both went over to Dalton together, and we taught there. And then I left and went to ethical and some other schools, came back, and but we always remained friends. And I remember the last time we met in the city. Where was it? At the Shake Shack?
Yes.
Remember the Shake Shack? And we
After
were
you
both so
left.
depressed and miserable. And we were eating our hamburgers like, I want to get out of New York City. I'm just not happy here.
Mine was the shroom burger, just so everybody
All
knows.
right, yeah, this is my vegan girl. Yeah, yeah, I can't post leg of lambs and all kinds of stuff because I'm like Laura. Sorry, Laura. All right, so let's get to it. So Laura is going to be reading The Blended Garden, and then in about another hour, we will be on Facebook Live to really chat about all the great things that we talked about the other night. So I'm going to be quiet and Laura, here we go. The Blended Garden.
The Blended Garden, written by Jahida Diab, illustrated by Anna O'Donnell. Once upon a time, in a colorful garden, a dandelion sat alone and disheartened. The dandelion saw many flowers from afar, all arranged by colors. It was quite bizarre. It longed to be part of the colorful array of tall stems in the wind where they bend and sway. The old lady gardener, with her hat tilted low, arranged her flowers with a wish that they would grow. Now, this old lady gardener was quite confusing. She thought sorting flowers was quite amusing, placing this flower here and that flower there to match and examine, measure and compare. As each flower lived in its own special place, apart from their friends. It was a very sad place. With arms reaching outward, they tried to connect, but sadly divided, they could not intersect. The flowers were angry, and they began to stand tall. They said to the gardener, "This makes no sense at all. We are all so different, our colors unique. Blend us together and you'll see a great treat. Mixing our colors, red, yellow, and blue, our petals like flags for all to view. A rainbow of ribbons blowing in the wind," the flowers protested. "We want to be friends, not separate and sorted by a particular kind. Growing together is how we're designed." The old lady sat in her flower yard. She said to her flowers, "I've been working so hard. Sorting my flowers is tiresome indeed. And could this dandelion be more than a weed?" So tired she was that she took a long nap. And as she slept, zip, zoom, zap, the dandelion slept, then slowly transformed, taking flight in the night. Above the gardener it soared. All was quiet just beneath the full moon, unaware of the magic that would begin very soon. The old lady gardener awoke from a dream of a blended garden filled with dandelion seeds. As dawn approached, she began stretching and yawning, her arms reaching up to the glory of morning. As she lied in her wheelbarrow, feeling rested and free, envisioning her flowers as a field of we. This blended garden that I saw in my dream was inspiring, extraordinary, and satisfying to see. The old lady gardener with her flowers agreed. There is magic within this dandelion seed. I will no longer sort my dear flower friends. And she blew the dandelion seeds into the wind. Blow this way and that way and land where you may. You are part of my garden, and here you will stay.
Oh, Laura, that was beautiful. Laura, it's so clear you're a dancer.
I'm like, la, 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 la.
Like the whole, even like when you're swag, are you using the Kindle?
I'm sorry?
Are you using a Kindle?
No,
Oh, you're using a
my iPad.
your iPad. Okay, yeah, because even
Oh my God.
swiping, swiping. Blow this way and that way. And that's why I'm just so excited about this piece of where the conversation is going with the book. There's so many directions that this book I'm realizing it's going, and um the chats we've been having is just like blowing my mind about how I didn't even think, I mean, I felt like duh, I was a dancer all my life, and I never even thought to use this book for movement with children, and you just came up with this amazing idea. So I can't wait to talk about it on Facebook Live, so we'll meet there in a little while.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
can't
snowing
wait.
where you're at? Did it start snowing?
It's snowing here, and it was a little lighter before we recorded this, and you were able to see.
Yeah, I just opened my door and I saw some of the snow. My neighbor's dog, she never puts it on a leash, and I'm always yelling at her. So it was barking at another dog. So when I opened the door, I saw all the snow. I'm like, yay. And we have a snow day tomorrow. Yay.
Oh, do you really?
Yes. Anyway, Laura, thank you so much. Oh, before we go, I have to tell you this epiphany, and we'll talk about it more on Facebook Live. So I had this idea. because I miss those of you that don't know, Laura. Not only did we teach dance together at different schools around the city, she was a backup dancer for me when I would do my Tina Turner impersonations. So if you go on, what is it, YouTube, and look up, I think it's Anime Nutbush, you'll see, maybe I'll put it in a link when we
I
do
never
Facebook
even
Live.
saw it. Really, I'm on there.
Yes, you and Oya, and you guys are doing your thing. And my girlfriend, DJ TM Jams, recorded it, and it's been living there forever. I don't share it with too many people, but I'll share it now. But Laura was the backup dancer, and I was just thinking the other day, God, I miss just walking into a club,
Yes.
ordering a drink, and inviting friends to come and gather and putting on a show. And I miss it. I so miss it. So I've decided, I haven't read my own book, Laura. I
Yes.
haven't read my own book. And I work with children all day, every day. And I've not read my book to anyone. So I've decided, I believe that COVID will leave in our lifetime. And I believe that we will get back to a life where we do not have to wear masks and we can hug our friends and we can be this close and be like, right? I miss
Yep.
that. So I believe that. So I've decided that I am not going to read my book until COVID is gone and we are mask free and we are safe to move about the cabin. So until then, I'm going to keep inviting my friends, my colleagues, their children, their grandmas, their grandpas, and I need some men. I need
Yes.
some men to be reading this book, right? Turn it
Yes.
into spoken word, once upon a time in a colorful garden, and I mean, anything. But I've decided I'm going to try and get as many people as possible to read this book. If you know people from around the world, maybe you know a friend in, I don't know, Korea, a friend in India, I don't care. Read the book. And
That
then
would be awesome.
finally, when we are free of this nasty virus, I'm going to hold the biggest party and invite everyone to come out. And I don't care if I'm 60, I'm going to put on them heels and I'm going to do Tina
Are you really?
and I'm going to read my book. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll chat more. So I'll see you in a little while on Facebook Live. Thank you, Laura Kloss Gunther, for reading The Blended Garden. You can get it on Amazon.com through Kindle. And we'll see you soon. All right. And holla if you want to read the book. We'd love to have you in reading The Blended Garden. Thanks, Laura. I'll see you soon.
See you later.